Trying to have the best of both worlds.
It allows us to have an extended holiday, I guess, rather than a 2-weeker, so we can stay 7 weeks.
Hello from Sanur. We're on the southern end of the beachfront path today, and we're going to check out what's going on, see what happens. I know there's a kite festival on today, and I'm also going to have a look at what other snacks might be on offer, and just generally getting a lay of the land. Let's check it out. It's one of those phenomenal Bali days where the sun's shining bright. They've got a cool breeze blowing. The weather's actually been quite good for the past maybe 2 weeks now. Rarely raining, and I've really been enjoying this sort of breezy, sunny weather. You can sort of see down here near the Mercure Hotel that there are people really enjoying this weather, sunbathing, going into the water. And it's feeling a little bit more busy down at the beach than, well, probably even just like a month ago. It just feels a little bit more, well, it's not busy, but just a lot more active. I can already see a bunch of kites flying over there at the moment. The kite festival that's on today is not necessarily the only kite festival. In fact, I know it's not the only one. There's festivals all over the place for different purposes, different villages competing. They've got different names. But I'm going to this one today here at Mertasari just to see what's going on. The tide at the moment is about midway in. It's not high, it's not low. And what that means is that you can go quite far out in that direction out there, and it's like not even waist deep. You can go quite a long way. And if you go far enough, you'll get to weeds. But you know, if you've got snorkeling, you can go in there and snorkel pretty easily as well. As we venture further south past the Mercure, you can see these little like apartment complexes, which are pretty well complete. Some of them are already complete. They're just doing the finishing touches. Some of them still need windows in them. But what it leads to is this area, which is really interesting. You'll see here that the fence has come down on this area right here. Yeah, let's work it. I might just go in and have a look. Someone just told me there's already like a soft opening going on now. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's a very soft opening because it's not really, like it's still under construction. That thing there is not really functional, that little pool. But that will be a really nice pool once that gets underway. Look at that, it goes all around the back. There are all the hotel grounds over there. But the main part that's open is basically this pool area. It's called Sumitra, like that. It's beautiful. Look at this, look at the pool now. I know, like even less than a week ago, that pool was a swamp, literally a swamp with rubbish in it and that sort of stuff. But now it's looking really good. It's a great little outlook as well, because if you look across the pool, straight out to the ocean, it's unreal. Really cool. Pak, udah buka soft opening?
Yes, opening yesterday, Pak.
Oh iya, tapi belum ada makanan?
Makanan sudah ada.
Oh, udah ada?
Iya, restoran ada.
Oh, ada. Jadi bisa duduk di dalam dan lain-lain? Oh yeah, makasih ya. All right, so we can get, there is food. There's food, coffee, drinks, you can go in there. Hello. This is pretty cool. I think that looks like it's going to be some sort of spa system, maybe, in these little slots. I don't know. It's just beautiful from up here. It looks better from here than it did down at the, the beachfront path. Looks a little bit sort of not that interesting from the beachfront path, but from here, that is amazing. All right, so I just asked a few questions of the staff in there. I looked at the menu as well. They've got 19 rooms already finished and 7 villas. They're available to be used right now and to be booked right now. You have to go to the reception, or maybe online you can look at, I don't know, probably, I'd guess, booking.com. The thing is, it's not a fully finished resort. The prices of the meals are, look, they're really expensive, but if you, at the moment, you can get one of those private cabanas for free if you go and order a meal there. It sort of makes sense right now. If you pay those sorts of prices and get one of those cabanas for the soft opening time, I mean, that's absolutely brilliant value, because those cabanas are one of the premium spots in the whole of Sanur, overlooking the beach, free access to the pool, absolutely brilliant. And I'm guessing over the coming days, weeks and months, that's going to get even better. And it's going to be a fully fledged sort of resort sort of operation in a not too distant future. We're already seeing some of the kites being laid out at the moment. That person's just trying to get their kite sorted out with a massive long tail on it. There's the smaller kites as well. Down at Mertasari proper, in the car park down there, I think that's where the main festival's going on today. Over in the distance there in the water, I can see a massive line of surfers or people in the water doing something. It's like they're shepherding something or making a track for something out there. I'm not sure what it is. It must be something to do with the kites, but I'm going to go and investigate anyway. As you can see, it's so busy down here today at Pantai Mertasari. You rarely see it quite this busy. I mean, it's always quite busy on the weekend, but not quite this busy. It's an amazing atmosphere down here at the moment. They've just got so many people down here. They've got these sorts of kites being ready to be flown. There's people running through the car park there, flying their kites. It's like a hive of activity over there in the distance. There's kites coming up and going down, and we'll get in closer to have a look at what exactly is happening. Look at that. Look how big they are. They are absolutely enormous. The scale's sort of hard to really even get a handle of, even down here. I'm guessing that's what the people in the water were doing. Because the wind's blowing that direction, they're having to launch it from in the water to get a bit of a run up. Otherwise, they'll be in the bushes over there or into the other car park. There's quite a few snacks happening here at the moment as well, and coffee. I might just get a coffee actually. There's this place called Shot Express. I might have one of those. Coffees seem to be around 10,000. Hello. Harganya berapa? Oh, 10,000. So kopi susu 10,000. You can get like iced matcha, iced chocolate as well. The dude's been preparing them in advance. I'll get one of those for 10,000, I think. Might come and get that later. That person's just ordered 15 of them, so it's going to take a while to prepare. I'm just going to go up and see what those dudes in the water were doing exactly. Like, there's heaps of groups out there. I want to see exactly how that operates, because that's a pretty crazy way to launch a kite. Everyone in the water. And there they are up there, and what you can see is, if you look down there, there's all the guys in the water, and they're shouting and screaming, and they're all pull, pull, pull. Luckily the water's not too deep in there. It's sort of just above waist height, and they're just pulling, 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 pulling. You've got to be careful here, because there's these kite strings everywhere, and all of a sudden they go tense, and they launch. There's people with walkie-talkie speaking to the people in the water. You've got to be careful you don't get tripped over or sliced in half by a rope. Look at these guys go, like people having to duck and weave near that wire. They're trying to launch that. There's a big yellow one over there. And that's what we've got so far. A heap of them up there, they're huge. Over there you can see a bunch of guys screaming and shouting and cheering as they've pulled it. There's one just here that's about to get pulled. And there's that one there. There's all those people in the water pulling. And in the water, there's heaps of them in there. A bit of panic setting in, trying to pull it in, otherwise they're going to lose it. While those guys are fighting for that one, there's this one here, and there's a little kid here stepping on it, so it doesn't move. And then if you follow that out, that goes probably, I don't know, 200 metres out there, probably 150 metres, 200 metres out there. They haven't launched yet, they're still on the ground, but they're having to keep their feet on it so that they can keep the wire untangled, and then I'm assuming soon that'll get up in the air as well. There you go, the little boy's not stepping on that anymore, and that thing has got a bit of tension in it. They might be going, oh yeah, I've nearly got done here. Oh, I nearly got my head taken off. Oh, there, you're going to get down later. Oh, that's a different one. They're panicking on that one. Everyone's running, scrambling across the rocks. Nearly had my head taken off. This one's got intense. Hey! And it's all happening. It's a pretty crazy friendly atmosphere here at the moment. Love it. So all those original kites are now down, and they're coming up for a new round. Everyone's lined up here, and what they've got at the end of this line right up towards the car park, they've got these big poles that take the lines above the line of the tree, above the buildings, and on the other side I'm assuming they're launching the kites from there. Hi! Hey! Yeah! I want to see what the other side of this looks like. They're coming from a long way away though, and the other end of these lines are back that way in the ocean. Over there, that's that new restaurant that's been under construction for about a year, but is not yet finished in the car park of Pantai Mertasari. Oh, look, I'll show you the size of the kites. They're sort of this size. Oh, they're pretty big. Here we go. They're running. All those people I just passed now are running. And up in the sky above, we have the kites. And these are a different shape, these ones. They've got a massive tail on them. And look how glorious that is. It's just, well, it's one of the most glorious scenes I've ever seen in Bali. Honestly, there's something about that is quite wonderful. And those people are running over in that direction. We've got some kites that are tangled up. Oh, that one's coming down. Better watch out. It's down. There's a bit of a battle that goes on with some of these as well. You gotta be careful that you don't get like a limb amputated or whatever as they come down. But yeah, the few have already come down, they got tangled up. Oh, they are wild. So cool. So cool. You can see those posts just here. That's where the lines were strung up so they can get a bit of height, and then over the trees and then over the power lines and into the car park. That's where they launched from. They are a fantastic kite. And they're sort of like in the car park, we can hear a bit of a party vibe. That must be from the guys who have already just launched their kites. Their job's done. It's all the guys on the water now who are doing their thing. Look at that, they've even got a beer van down here. That's pretty cool. The guys actually form teams, and usually they're in the same sort of, they have like a uniform. They'll have t-shirts printed with their team name on it, usually based on the Banjar or whatever they come from. Oh, that one. They are my favourite. Apparently there's often judging criteria like what the sound of the kite makes, and it's not just about being successful in flying it. There's a few other rules about what makes a good kite. The good thing about kite flying season here in Bali is that even if there's no festival on, there are always kites up in the air. I mean, you can see right in the distance, they're not part of the festival, those kites, but people are flying them anyway. You can see, like, there's one right over there, there's one right over there. There's always a couple above my house on the other side of the bypass. I don't know how they get them up, but they're always above my house. And you can just hear this, it's not a wind chime noise, but it gives you that same sort of vibe. It's sort of like a relaxing noise. It's always there. It's not an annoying noise, although wind chimes are a bit annoying, aren't they? But these sound good. And you can hear these now with their fluttering sound. You can see one of the heads of these kites here. Look at that. That is incredible. The detail on that, when that flies. I'm just going to follow these guys. Oh, they're smashed into a car. But just going to follow these guys. They're about to prepare theirs for launch. So they're just going to bring it over to the launch place because they're up next. They're from Sumitra Resort. I don't know if I said that properly, but they're going to be up next with their big kite, different style to the ones that are currently in the air. I've just met a guy and his wife. His name's Ben. He actually comments all the time on my channel. And he came up and said, yeah, I'm Ben. And I said, I don't remember a Ben on my channel. And then he's got a nickname. You know how on YouTube you've got nicknames and, you know. So, Ben, you're here on holiday or you're here doing or more of a long-term stay?
We're just doing just a remote working.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
That seems to be sort of like a new way of people travelling these days, isn't it? Like, rather than sort of just going on a 1 week holiday and then going home back to the grind. Yeah. People are sort of trying to mix or blend it a little bit, trying to have the best of both worlds.
It allows us to have an extended holiday, I guess, rather than a 2 weeker, so we can stay 7 weeks.
What made you sort of go with that sort of, or sort of attempt that approach?
Well, it was just it's an idea we've had for quite some time. It's been a few years in the making, but because of COVID, it's come up with the remote working is part of is part of like life these days. So.
It is, and you know, Indonesia sort of encourages that sort of visitor as well. They've got visas that are sort of supporting it as well.
We're earning our Australian money, but we're spending it here.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
We do at home, but
hello. And so was it like, did you just sort of like wake up one day and just move and that's it? Or
No,
have you?
we've been coming here for many years.
Yeah, okay.
Like many years. And always, every trip, like, how can we work out how to stay here?
Yeah. I think a lot of people do that as well, don't they?
I mean, we're getting older, but we're not quite old enough to retire. So.
Yeah. So sort of like a blended, well, I was about to say retirement, but it's not really, is it? It's sort of like almost like not a wind down, but like a move away from the grind of 9 to 5 towards something a little bit more focused on lifestyle.
Yeah.
But still being able to output what you need to.
That's right. It's definitely a stress-free way of doing it. We've still got everything. We still need to pay our bills in Australia. So it's another onset of bills, but offset by the cost of living in Australia at the moment. So
do you think, so you're not here permanently yet, are you?
No.
Do you think you will ever become permanent?
Yeah, we've still got a bit of a life back in Australia. We've got animals, we've got a home.
That's hard, isn't it?
We've got a life, but this is the next best thing until we can get that happening. But yeah, pretty keen on that for a long term, but maybe the next 5 to 10 years, a little longer each time.
And you chose Sanur because what?
We've spent a lot of time Kuta, Seminyak, Layangan. Sanur works for us.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've got some local friends here.
Yeah.
Access to the islands. And it's just, it's easiest for us to get around. And
it's funny, isn't it? Because for me, it makes the most sense, Sanur, but I don't think everyone knows that yet. I guess people on my channel do, because that's why they're watching, but a lot of other people don't really get it yet, do they?
It's getting a little busier, but it's still, it's the lifestyle for us.
And being down to the Kite Festival, the local style is still here, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. We like getting involved in more looking at local activities than we do tourist stuff. Yeah, I think once you've done that in Bali, there's only so many times you can do this. Yeah, you immerse yourself in a bit more what the locals do, live a bit more.
There's only so many times you can go and get smashed down at the local bars, isn't there?
Yeah.
Before you start saying, well, there's more to life.
You start working out. It's actually cheaper to eat where locals eat, shop where they shop. And it works for us. So we love it.
Wow. Look, thanks, Ben. Thank you very much for coming onto the channel. Really appreciate it. This is Indy, who's a little bit shy, but thanks, guys.
No worries at all.
These guys, they're living the dream. You can too, but you've just got to, get your ducks in a row. Maybe make it happen one day, but people are doing it. Just speaking to Ben back there and his wife, Indy, and I spotted this. Look at this car. That's an awesome little Corolla there. That is a really nice Corolla. Look at this. Beautiful car, beautiful car. You actually do see a few of these around, especially on the weekends. You see a few sort of more unique vehicles, like the V-Dub that we've got there as well. Well, weren't they lovely people? It just goes to show that there are lots of different ways to come and live in Bali. It doesn't have to be full-time. Those guys are doing it, sort of part-time. They still hold down full-time jobs and a house back in Australia. If you're unfamiliar with the beach down here at Mertasari, there's a lot of warungs down here, especially on the Sunday. These are all open and grilling. This is warung bukomang. They do some grilled pork satay. One of the best pork satays you'll ever get. I love that place. It comes with a little soup as well. It's like, it's not even really a soup, but it's just unreal. It costs, I think, 20,000 for a portion. Really nice. Recommend it. So I'm back now to this area, and that beachfront path goes up that way. Now I've got to find Susan, because I said I was going to meet her at the coffee dude. I've got to find her now. There's still heaps of people in that water there trying to pull those kites tight. Might just get one of those coffees first, and I'm going to go back out to the edge and see what I can see. Coffee guy's still busy. That's going to be the best business in all of Bali. Basically, he's charging 10,000 for a nice coffee that he's pre-made at home, and he's been constantly selling like 10 at a time for the past couple of hours. Unreal business. Over here, you can hear the crowd roaring as they pull their kite down. So those kites above me are now coming down. They're on the downward trend. You can see them there. And right above me, I've got a string. So I've got to make sure I don't get cut by it. There's actually a lot of people in the water. Don't know how this is going to work. The guys are out there. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's actually a heap over there as well, but the one I'm looking at goes straight up, and it's that yellow one. That one right there, that's the one we're looking at. Let's see it come down. Number 167. And they're pulling it sideways, right across this big crowd over here to the left. And they're all splashing each other. I don't know what that's about. It's just having fun, it looks like. And they're wheeling it in, coming down. I mean, that just looks like a good scene, doesn't it? Look at that view. It's pretty cool, eh? There they go, they're running forward now. As it comes down, they're charging forward. They're going to have to get across the trees and the wattle there, I think. They're pulling hard. The front guy's got gloves on. We've got one here. I nearly got done by this one. I didn't even see that one. That was a stealth one. Oh, that's a dangerous one, that one. That could come flying back my way. That one's a really long way off. They're going to try and get back in the water, I think. The yellow one's over there. That's the yellow one. That one in the far distance is these guys here. They're trying to make sure they don't get tangled. Oh, that team, yellow, is running forward. They're getting pulled over that way. And these guys, team red, all right, I think they're safe now. Yellow's back into the car park. Yellow's that one there, it's coming down there. The red there, that's this one here now. They've still got a team in the water. The budgie of the day, or the shirt of the day, is black. So that's the main colour of the costume today, is black. Those guys are running now to the car park. They've got it slack and they're bringing it down. There you go. This is where red one's coming down. The team I was just watching is this one over here. So they sort of like sway back and forth as they come down in the stiff breeze that we've got today. They're actually struggling a little bit to get this down. That one's just come down over there. This the process of getting down is really interesting. Oh, here we go. Got to run here so I don't get caught up in it. That one, oh, that one just dived down. Whoa. It's crazy. These guys coming back. Oh, they're trying to catch that. Wow, it's all happening. I mean, that could really take someone down, that could.
Jadi kabar
kuning akan
mendarat 1 menit lagi. Jadi kabar kuning akan mendarat 1 menit lagi. Itu instruksi.
Too dangerous to be on the wrong side of it. I was right in the thick of it there. There we go. 177 over there. They've just gotten that really close to the ground now. A bit of a battle. And then 171 up here is just about to come down. Look, when it hits the ground, if they don't get it under control properly, it's pretty dangerous. Look at that. Locals don't care. There you go. They did that really well. The other one though, that came down a bit out of control. Oh, here we go. These guys are panicking. There we go. Running for it.
Terima kasih teman-teman yang peminat dari Bebian Dewasa.
Look at that.
Dari kabar kuning semuanya.
They've got it. They've got it. There we go. Got it. Oh, what a great event. I think the kites are actually, looks like they might be over for today. Got to make sure I don't get done here. There's another little rope here that these guys are guarding. I think they're going to take off. Are they taking off? I don't know, I think they are. Hang on a sec, this is Sinte Gendang. Sinte Gendang, they were the ones that I was following before. That's the yellow one down there. We're back. Let's see these guys take off. There they go. They're up. Oh. They're running. There they go. Whoa, it's up. Whoa. Now in the ocean, they're going to be running in there. There they go. There the guys go. All right, over to the guys in the ocean, and they're going for it. Those things have gotten high real quick. Wow, that is just a spectacular, spectacular sight. I absolutely love this. I came down here expecting, I didn't know what to expect really. I didn't really think it was going to be that good. But it's so much better than what I expected. I really love the visuals of it, to be honest. The beach is about as full as it can get down here at Pantai Mertasari. And I've got my iced coffee finally. It's been a wonderful day down here watching these kites go around. It was nice to actually meet Ben and Indy there. Just an interesting fact, Indy is actually the director of a dog charity. So I'm going to investigate that a little bit more because I'm interested in the dogs here in Sanur and see how, or in Bali generally, and see how there are organisations out there who are funding, you know, the sterilisation of animals, looking after them, make sure they're well fed, not sick. That'll be interesting. And look, it's just been a great day out. Thanks for coming along for the ride today, and thanks to all the members who have recently signed up. Really appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all things Sanur and the rest of Indonesia. Sampai jumpa.